Familiar Wilson's Media. Relationships are the story.
You're trying to be insightful, but I need you to remember that when this podcast is over, you actually have to live in this house with me.
The following podcast uses words like and also. If you're not into any of that shit, then now's your chance.
3, 2, 1.
Run.
Super familiar with Wilsons. Get it!
Welcome to Super Familiar with the Wilsons. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm Kate.
And this is the podcast about marriage 2.0 with children.
And all the side quests.
And neighbors, apparently.
Yay, neighbor Kate.
So Kate lives right across the alley from us.
It's in the alley.
But it took us 5 years before we even got to know them?
We've lived here for 5 years and we've been friends for 6 months?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep.
Were you aware of us before?
Yes.
Were you what's the deal with those strange people? Or were we just literally background noise?
No, I had heard a story about Amanda telling a car to slow down.
Oh.
From one of the other neighbors.
Oh.
And that was all I knew.
Oh, I tell all the cars to slow down.
Wait.
Was it the person I told to slow down?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it one of your children?
No.
Okay. Well.
No, it was
okay.
Someone else.
You can tell me who that was later. But yes, I tell all of the cars to slow down because they're obnoxious and just because there are no houses out there, they think they can go 60 miles an hour and it's not okay with me.
Yeah, I am terrified that a horrible event is going to be the result of, is going to be what leads people to actually slow down.
There are children that ride bikes around in here and scooters and wander. And no, people need to slow down. I don't care. I'm annoyed at whoever it was. But were you like, oh, well, that Amanda person is really obnoxious? Or were you like, she's
No,
my
I just
people?
recorded that fact in my head. And then that was, I'd see if I ever saw you about... or usually standing outside of your house. So you guys had the Nemo pumpkin.
We did. Josh made that from work and we had it out front. And we left it there for a month or so. And I think you guys were out front.
Princess Moonbeam was really into going for walks to pick up rocks.
Oh, yes.
And so she was filling her little cart with rocks and she insisted about 12 times in a row that we go in front of your house, but I didn't know it was your house at the time, to see the Nemo pumpkin. And I never made the connection that the Nemo pumpkin lady and the slow down lady were the same person.
You're going to kill a child who's just picking up rocks. Slow down. Yes, we had the Nemo pumpkin. And now I remember that conversation. I remember you saying, oh, our child really likes to look at the Nemo pumpkin, because I was apologizing for the fact that it was post-Halloween and the Nemo pumpkin was still out.
And we were like, please don't take it away because Princess Moonbeam wants to look at it all the time.
All the time.
I want to get back to
the fact that we're recording a podcast.
Yeah, but also who this neighbor was who ratted Amanda out. Can you say their name and I'll bleep it out, but I want to know who it is.
It is...
Okay, you can bleep all of that out. But he was mad. This is a firefighter and he is mad at me for telling people to slow down?
He claims he was only going 17 miles per hour.
He wasn't. I wouldn't have yelled at him.
Oh, man, I need to not like these people now.
What's terrible is that happened 5 years ago and it's stuck in my head.
I mean...
Anyway, let's move on.
I'm still mad about it.
I'm unsure how much of any of this is going to make the edit. So let's just move on here.
Oh, I'm mad now. I'm mad, and he probably doesn't even remember that it happened, but I'm mad.
You can just be hostile anytime you see him.
I will.
But I haven't
actually
seen
know what he looks like.
Any of them in months, so...
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Just making my job more difficult with this edit, people.
I know.
So I got to tell you, the last 2 weeks... with everything going on, it's just been really, really difficult for me. And I'm kind of putting that out there to give other people the permission to express that about themselves too. I noticed it in retrospect that I had a fitness routine going on in the morning. I was doing journaling regularly. And then about 2 weeks ago, I didn't have the strength or will to do that. And just now I'm starting to do that stuff again, but I'm just putting that out there so that people can acknowledge that is so maybe in their lives.
Because the state of the world got really, really who thought it could get harder and then it got harder?
Yeah, no, because UM lost the football national championship.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Breaks my heart as a UM fan because you go and you make the national championship. That's quite an accomplishment, but The only things people are going to remember you about is that you were the losers, that you lost.
Is it wrong that I'm kind of happy for Indiana because they've never won anything? Their quarterback's mom is like, has MS and she doesn't get to go to games, but she got to go to this one because it was in Miami and they live in Miami. And I think that's kind of a lovely story.
Why you got to pull the MS card?
ESPN did. I'm just telling you what I saw.
The point is I'll struggle through this recording, and I'll thank you for your sympathy.
You're welcome.
Kate,
Yes.
you, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the fact that Kate is now subject to us in a way that she hasn't been before. In the group chat, Kate is subject to the two of us, but now she's having to do it in person.
I'm having the best time.
Okay, good.
You also are on Marriage 2.0, which is one of the things of this podcast we really don't talk about a lot, do we?
No, we say that we're about that, but we don't. Except last week when I said that I scared Marriage 1.0 with a snake.
Oh, yeah, in our pranks.
Yes.
Pranks episode.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a story about that, don't you?
So when Tony and I, who is my 2.0,
Yes.
were dating my daughter Toaster.
Wait, can you name your children here so we know? Give us the cast of characters
My
here.
children are Bacon, Toaster, Leah, and Princess Moonbeam.
Leah is the only one in there that's like, give me a normal name.
Ages,
Yes.
please.
They are 19, 16, 10, and 5.
Yeah,
Got it.
There you go. All right.
So at the time, let's see, Toaster would have been 3 or 4 years old. 4? Not important. So Tony was at our house, just hanging out, having dinner, and it was time for him to go, and we couldn't find his car keys.
Oh.
We looked everywhere, could not figure out what had happened to them. Ended up, I drove him to his house. He broke in through a window
Oh.
to get the spare set of keys so we could go back to my house and he could get his car and get into his house. And we found out several days later that Toaster had taken the keys and hidden them because she didn't want Tony to leave,
That's so sweet.
which was really, really sweet.
It's very sweet.
So she decided he just needs to live with us now.
That's right. But that had to have felt very accepting for
Yes,
you.
it was a very nice moment. So not an intentional prank because her heart was in the right
Yeah.
place, but
Oh, that's really,
it's just
really,
really
sweet.
cute.
That's really sweet. I don't think Muffy ever stole your keys
No. I think that she was a little resistant to the idea of me for a while. So
for a very long time. We used to sneak Josh in and out.
does she know that? Does she know
I've
that?
not. I've still not. Well, now Blukey's listening, so she might know. But yeah.
The fact that I how far do we want to
No,
spill the
let's
tea
not.
here? The fact that I would spend the night. Does
Yeah.
she know that?
I mean, she probably understands now in her adulthood that was happening. But
And that she would knock on the door and I would
run and go hide in the bathroom.
go hide in the bathroom.
At like 3 a.m, and I'd have to put her back in her bed. And then you'd just be there in the morning. We're like, oh, he came over for a coffee. Yeah, we thought we were getting away with it. I don't know that we were.
Oh no, we did until just right now we told on ourselves, but that's also fun.
Well, I'll take the heat off you. Tony and I never had incidents like that. We never spent the night together, but we also got married 3 months after our first date.
Okay, well, there's that.
Bam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, true story.
And it
Yeah.
worked.
It's been 12 years.
I know, it's so
amazing.
lovely.
But people had to be like, y'all are crazy.
Absolutely.
Like you had to be rolling in the judgment there.
Everyone, we worked together. Every one of our coworkers was waiting for the pregnancy announcement.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Didn't happen.
Not for like
Not
how
for
many?
a
How many?
couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very long gestation.
Yeah.
I was going to say the incubation period on that one, very long.
We were we got married, I don't know, like a year and a half after we first started dating. So yeah. So there were
And people
there were
thought
some
that was
sleepovers.
too soon.
I know because how long had you been divorced, if you don't mind me asking? Because you were both on Marriage 2.0, right? Like
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Tony had been separated probably longer, but his divorce had only been final for 6 months. And then I had been divorced for 3 years.
We started hanging out like in July, and I don't know, we didn't like our first kiss was like September. So we had some time. And we just hung out, but then people thought that we were moving too quickly as well.
And that's the lesson there, folks. Haters gonna hate. And now we have this wonderful familiar Wilson's Empire, and those people, I don't know what they're doing, but it's not interesting. So we just went and got Winthrop glasses. That's the big thing that happened in our family. So now there's only
one person left.
one
in this
person in
family.
the family that does not have glasses.
Yeah. So Daniel, the oldest, no glasses. Everybody else, glasses. And Winthrop was unhappy. He was very, I don't want them. They're going to make me look weird. And I think the person who handled it the best with him was actually Andrew, the second oldest. And Andrew said, I get it, because your identity, like who you see yourself as, is changing. And I think that helped him. And I think that he seems okay with them now. You actually took him to pick him up.
I did, but did you say that he had things to say about it the day before?
No. When we went to the eye doctor, he said, after they did his one vision test and we were waiting to see the doctor, he said, I still don't want glasses. And I said, I know. We're not getting glasses today, but they are a tool to help you see better. And we left it at that. We didn't pick out glasses that day. This is what all of my researching on how do I support my child through getting glasses told me to do. And we left, and then we went back a few days later, and he picked out his glasses. And they aren't even the frames that I would have chosen, but they were the ones that he chose, and I let that go so that he could be invested in his glasses.
So I said, buddy, you're going to be amazed by what you see. The world around you is going to look totally different. And of course, he was like, no, I'm not. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not.
Because we don't know anything about him.
Yeah, no, we are clueless. Luckily, this one time I got it right.
Oh, good.
So he got the glasses, and you could tell that he was, holy shit, that he was like excited, but was trying not to seem excited. It was very cute because he does this thing where he doesn't want to betray his emotions. Like, I don't know, I guess genetically he gets that from me, this being really bound up with your emotions. Mm-hmm. But he was so amazed. And as we went out to the car, he was looking all around. And on the drive home, he was reading all of the signs.
That he couldn't read before.
All the stores. A First Watch is there? But I have here my top 8 list of things that Winthrop said on the way home from getting glasses.
Oh, baby.
In no particular order.
It's going to make me feel so bad that we waited so long.
I feel like I'll be able to see more things, so I won't be bored anymore. Next one, as he's looking through the window at the different things, he says, I'm behind 2 layers of glass, technically.
He was not wrong.
It's an excellent observation.
Then he started waving and shaking his head all around, and he said, oh, they won't come off when I'm shaking or running, unlike my shoes.
Shoes do come off when he runs.
Then he got philosophical. He said, if the lenses are made of plastic, then why are they called glasses?
Yes, he's not wrong.
It's a good question.
It was very good. Then he said, these glasses are helping me feel better about the world because now I'm noticing all the solar panels on all the roofs.
Oh my God, that is so one of my children.
That really is.
It really is.
Then we got home and he jumps out of the car. He says, I want to explore the house now with my new powers.
That's why he's so excited to come over to my house.
He just wants to explore your house now.
That's right.
With the new
That's
powers.
Right. And the last thing he said later in the day is he just looked wistful at me. He said, I feel like life is just way different now.
Oh, buddy. Well, and he was so cute last night. He was getting ready for bed, and he told our AI device to set a reminder for 6 a.m., but I didn't hear what he set the reminder for. And I asked him, he said, I so I can remember to grab my glasses when I get to go downstairs. Like, he set a reminder to get his glasses to take them downstairs.
I just hope that this zeal, this fervor, this wonder of life is not crushed when he goes to school and the first jackass makes fun of him for wearing glasses now.
Well, I think that he was really against it. And I said, do you have friends that wear glasses? Like, I was trying to come up with YouTubers that wear glasses. No, nobody has glasses. Glasses are dumb. And then a couple days later, he came back and said, I think I'm okay with it now because a lot of my friends have glasses. I think it's just like that. What's that called? It's not like the Bernie Madoff. What is the?
Yeah. But it's basically the yellow cab.
You start to become you see all the
when you buy
things.
a car, you see that car
there's a name
everywhere.
for it.
But yeah, kids aren't, the 4 eyes thing is long gone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like anybody's making fun of kids for glasses now. They're making fun of them for lots of other things, but
not glasses. And I asked Muffy, I said, what helped you? And she said, oh no, I wanted them. I thought it looked very cool in them. So she didn't have a problem.
But Winthrop looks very cool.
She bought like the designer ones. So yeah.
Not when she was his age. Yesterday, yes.
Well, by the way, are glasses now just so much more expensive, or did we pick the wrong practice?
Well, the practice that we picked is most definitely different than going to the Target optical experience. But also, I mean, you and Muffy have like very like unique things. Like she's got some strange nearsightedness and some farsightedness. She's got an astigmatism. We also bought glasses and contacts. And so the insurance only pays for one over the other. So it wound up being expensive. And you have some sort of prism thing.
All I
going
know
on.
is that I'm adding this to the list of things that prove to me that we're getting older. Like I'm keeping a running list, right? Of the things. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. And as we sit here in the house, one example that we know that we're getting older is that we have Amanda's reading glasses littered around the house. You
I have
bought
many
like
of
a
them.
6-pack or 12-pack. I know that right over there somewhere. Oh, there's one.
there.
There's two. There's two. Over there. There's
I wear
there's another
progressives
pair.
all the time.
I tried progressives and I cannot do it.
Oh.
Like
Did you go to the 12-year-old eye doctor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, their prices are outrageous. And every time I'm there, the 12-year-old's assistant gives me a 20-minute lecture about how I should not buy my glasses online. And please don't buy your glasses online. And that's the worst thing you can possibly do. And I take my prescription home and I buy my glasses online.
Yeah. Well, we have invested a lot of money with this practice. So much so that I think that we actually might like our
We have an ownership share now?
No,
Should we get our name on the wall?
No, I was going to say our itemized list for our taxes might actually be more than the standard deduction now because of all of our medical
Well,
expenses.
Dr. Baby is driving a new car.
Yes. Well,
Do you know Dr. Baby?
Not in real life.
Okay.
But he is also my optometrist.
Yes.
Oh.
Muffy really liked him. She
He's a
felt
very
like
friendly little boy.
2015 is when he graduated. He told
Okay,
her.
I guess 2024.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah. From high school, not from med school.
but I was so far, but he's an optometrist. I don't know he doesn't have an MD.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's not an ophthalmologist.
Anyway, doesn't matter. The only other thing I know is that Muffy found the person who, what's the person who fits you for your glasses called? I thought that was an optometrist.
Receptionist?
That's just the person.
Well, Muffy found that person very attractive. So,
Oh, there is a really, like a real cutie.
yeah.
He's from Colorado and
Denver.
voluntarily
Oh,
moved to
believe
Florida.
me, I know.
Oh, what is happening here?
Oh, I had lots. Yeah, we had lots of chats.
That's why you asked, do I know Dr. Baby personally?
Yes.
And I feel like I do because we really get, like, I know where he went to high school. I know what he studied there because he went to a magnet program. I know everything.
Yes.
Is he married?
No.
Well, is the guy from Colorado married? Or
I
do
don't
we-
think so.
Do we know?
There's no way he's single
Yeah, no.
Why do we say that?
because he's so cute.
He's
There's
very
no
personable.
cute single people is what we're saying.
No.
Because he's older though. He's probably in his mid-20s, right? Like
Yes, he's
Yeah.
definitely older than Muffy.
Yeah. But yeah, she was all like a flutter all the way home about this.
Oh, she's going to be so embarrassed when she gets the
No,
report.
she immediately texted her friends about it. So Blukey already knows.
I'm just saying she's now found out that her parents lived in sin and hid it from her, and now we're like giving her business on the street here about her attraction to this older man.
You guys, we can pray about all of this after we're done.
That's okay. We'll
recording.
ask for forgiveness and it'll be fine. All right. Well, I don't have anything that Winthrop has said about his glasses, but I did write something down that I wanted to tell you because last week, weren't we talking about how he's like a 70-year-old man?
So much, yes. Even like saying things like, I feel like life is just so much different now, has a weird level of introspection that I appreciate it, but not what I would expect from a 9-year-old.
And this is the kid, and I don't know if I've ever said this to you, Kate, but this is the kid that when he was like 4 or 5, he would get real philosophical at night, and I'd be lying there with him, and he'd say, "What happens after we die?" And so then we'd start talking about it. He goes, "Yeah, I don't think I believe any of that. I think it just stops. I think it all just stops."
At how old was he?
Like 4 or 5.
Is this one of those things where you're like, oh, my child is an old soul?
Oh, no,
But
I-
actually your child is traumatized somehow?
Yeah, I don't know why, because his parents love each other. He's the only one that's not traumatized.
To the
Although-
listeners, there is no indication that the Wilson family is traumatizing Winthrop.
That's right. Although he did like his formative like social years were during a global pandemic, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But anyway, so I picked him up from school on Friday and I'm asking him about his day. He does not like to talk about school when we pick him up. He's like, I just lived school. I don't want to talk about school, which I get. And I try to ask open-ended questions. How was your day? Good. What did you do? Good. It's like good is his answer for everything. So I was asking him about school, and he's like, Mom, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, well, let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about something. And I kept kind of going. He goes, fine. Let's talk about financial planning and creating a budget.
What? Oh, I love that so much. I would
His
love
exact
Winthrop.
words, I wrote them down.
I need Winthrop to talk to Leah about financial planning and creating a budget, because they are, Toaster babysat for Winthrop, and I can't say Toaster without laughing.
It's so good.
And she said, it was pretty easy. I said, yeah, because he's just a boy, Leah. But actually, the things that come out of their mouths are quite opposite.
So, for example, Leah does not want to talk about financial planning and creating
Leah
a budget.
wants to talk about how she can spend her money as fast as she possibly can. And she needs to give me a minute by minute play by play of everything that happened at school.
Oh, yeah, no.
Much to the dismay of Princess Moonbeam, who is very overstimulated and would like quiet time.
Yeah. That is another thing he has started saying. I'm overstimulated. Like he has started.
Oh, he said it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like sat in a corner and he said, "You're overstimulating me." And I was like, "All right, good for you for like being able to call that out."
Yes, and I, as the great father that I am, I totally ignored that and caused a big
Continued
argument.
to push, and he lost his mind.
Father failed there.
It's okay. You made up for it because I went. It was very sweet. I went upstairs and you were lying on the floor with him, just like being next to him, which is absolutely a responsive caregiving sort of practice where you just be near them.
Oh no, I'd fallen asleep.
Oh, okay, hush.
Well, Leah, can I just say that Leah got a punching bag, and Winthrop is welcome to bring over a little like printout of his dad and put it on the punching bag.
You can leave now.
He did. He was really mad about something. He was mad because he was making something on the computer and it wasn't working. So he came out and he was really upset. He started throwing all the pillows off the couch in the loft upstairs onto the ground. And I was like, that does not hurt my feelings at all. Go ahead, throw all of the things. And then he said, I really want to scream. And I said, that's fine, but scream into the pillow so you don't hurt my ear or the dog's ears. And so he did. He screamed into the pillow. And I said, did that feel better? He said, no, now my throat just hurts. And I was like, well,
excellent.
I mean, there are natural consequences to all of our actions. But yeah. So I asked him why financial planning and creating a budget. And he said, well, you said you wanted to talk about something. And I said, well, do you know about financial planning and creating a budget? And he said, no, not really. So I don't know where it came from. He's coming to your house tonight. You can set him up in a corner with Leah and they can have this conversation.
I will let them know that they are going to make spreadsheets this evening and not play video games because we got to focus on what's important.
And with his new glasses, he will be able to find Princess Moonbeam when she goes hiding as her.
Oh man, they're gonna hate the glasses. Princess Moonbeam's gonna break his glasses.
Like,
why are you so much better at this now?
yes.
Princess Moonbeam's favorite person in the world, who is Bacon, has glasses. So
very good.
I think she'll be okay.
Well, but she'd be mad if he can find her at hide and seek better because he can actually see the things in your home.
Yeah,
now.
but Princess Moonbeam is still playing the style of hide and seek that says, I'll go hide, and then yells, I'm here, come find me.
That's my favorite. When Muffy was little, she and her best friend would hide and they'd take turns hiding in the exact same spot. Like she'd hide and then he'd find her and then he'd go hide in that same spot and then she'd find him. And they did this for like 30 minutes. It was the funniest thing
Whatever
to me.
it takes.
I just let him do it.
It's funny because going back to this idea of I'm overstimulated and then me going upstairs and just being in the space with him without trying to force any sort of conversation was, and I was reading about, I saw it on TikTok.
Right, yes.
Where it's actually a thing that Japanese couples do, or at least it was conveyed to me through TikTok. Maybe Japanese couples look at that and say, we don't fucking do this, but this was the story. And it's the idea of just being in a space, not talking, not even making eye contact, but just being in the presence of her. And I'm going to try it with you sometimes when we get into a big argument, probably, I don't know, tonight, who knows, and see if that works, if that will make you not be pissed at me.
Will be like, get out of my space. But no, it is. I mean, it's a trauma response. Like you don't push yourself onto somebody, but it's that I'm giving you enough space, but I'm here with you when you're ready for me is the idea behind that.
Yeah, I should try that.
This is something special that Japanese people do?
Well, this is what TikTok told me, so I don't know. But I like the concept. I'm going to, culturally appropriate that.
And it's only when you're angry at one another.
Yes.
Because we do that all the time.
but just not when you're angry, just like
But
all
we're
the time.
never angry at each other because Tony lets me do whatever I want and fails to criticize me. She's probably building up decades of resentment, and it will all come out.
Well,
Then we'll have him on.
or
great.
if you find him out with Leah's punching bag, then you might have some concern.
For the 6-hour podcast where the airing of the grievances.
Right.
But you all have arguments, clearly. I mean,
No, it
no,
doesn't
you
look
don't
like
have
they do.
arguments at all ever? Conflicts?
Parenting conflicts?
We are both still recovering from childhood and marriage 1.0 trauma. Mm-hmm. I hate to drop trauma on
It's a thing
This
now.
is,
But, you know.
super familiar with trauma is what we're all about.
let's just make light of it. And so we have arguments like, are you mad at me? No. Are you sure you're not mad at me? Because you're acting like you're mad at me. No, I'm not mad at you. But why are you acting like
Why
you're
are
mad
you
at
acting
me?
different? Yeah.
And that's the extent of the argument, determining whether or not the other person is mad at us.
And the other person is usually not mad.
And usually we never are.
Why can't we not be mad at each other?
Because I apparently have really vocal, expressive things I need to say to you.
Yes, you do.
I am very vocal and very expressive, and Tony is very introverted and very quiet.
You're introverted and quiet. Why can't you just not argue with me?
Because I've told you, I think that I'm naturally an extrovert, and just the tremendous burden and trauma of my entire life has beat me into
Yeah,
being an
that's fair.
introvert. And you still yell at me, and I don't know why.
No, listen, no, we're not doing this. I will talk about this. So I have been so my work is putting me through this training, not just me, let's be clear. All of the managers are doing
Special
it.
for
If it's
Amanda
not,
training.
This is Amanda's training called Crucial Conversations. And it's like how to communicate with people at work, but also in your personal
So you're going to
space.
be like practicing on me now?
Oh, I've already been doing it. And one of the things is like when you know, to acknowledge that instead of coming in and being like, here's all the things I see wrong, that you acknowledge first, like good intent. Like, you know, like I know you and I know that this is what you want.
You have to validate before you
Tear them down.
correct.
Right. So I tried doing this with you because you got really mad at me a couple weeks ago because you were mad that Winthrop came over to me and asked for something. We were lying in bed. You were on your phone. Winthrop came over and asked me for something and you said, I'm right here. And Winthrop wanted me to go put him back in bed. And you're like, he never wants me. And I said, I have thoughts about that. And you said that felt really pointed. And I said it was. And then I left the room. Do you remember this?
Oh, yes, I do.
Right.
This might not make the edit.
Okay.
Depend on
That's
how
fine.
threatened I feel
That's fine.
here.
So, but then a crucial conversation would be, I know that you want to be a plugged in father. And I also know that there are times where, because of the nature of your work, you need to check out a little bit and like just kind of scroll and be in your own space because you're
and
on all day long.
The University of Miami lost the
Right,
national. This
also
is what
that.
you're failing to take into account.
Right.
The day before that happened, UM had lost the national championship.
Okay. So also that. So I know that you want to be a plugged in father. I know that you need some space because UM broke your heart. When you're feeling up to it, let's have a conversation about that. That's the crucial conversation way of doing it instead of going, I have thoughts about it. It feels pointed. It is like, right. So I've been trying and I tried that yesterday and I'm pointing over there because that's where you got mad at me. And I said, I know this. And you said you need to stop right now. And so I stopped and then you kept pushing me. So like, we don't need to act like I'm the only person who gets mad at you.
I don't get mad at me.
I knew I said it wrong. Welcome to our, but
Not the only person who gets mad. Not at Josh. Because I can get mad at Josh if it would help.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm very angry.
But see, we do this in the group chat. So Tony, Kate, Josh and I have a couples group chat and Josh and I frequently argue in the group chat. And Kate says that we have to air our marital differences elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because
no.
mostly you pick on me about my grammar, which is just rude because I'm a writer by profession and you know that I'm talking to Siri and she's just saying things wrong. Especially because my Siri, I have her voice set to a Northern English accent. And so when she reads it back to me, I can't tell when she's spelling things wrong. I don't know.
All right. We have emails.
Tony, why are you not here mediating?
Tony needs to be here because I want to discuss how he has convinced me that I am perfect and can do no wrong and all marital flaws are on his side. And I need him to correct that because I know that's not right.
Oh, or
Oh,
maybe he
man.
needs to give lessons.
Yeah, no. Now I'm feeling uncomfortable on Tony's behalf, so we need to stop talking about him when he's not here. We actually just have one email. So if you have an email for us, send it to familiarwilsons@gmail.com. And I'd actually forgotten to read this a couple weeks ago. Dan Belson sent us an email saying, "Hi, Wilsons. I write to you from jolly old England, which right now doesn't feel so jolly." He doesn't expand on that, so I'd like to...
They have a lot of shenanigans going on with their government as well.
He says, as your household seemed very excited about the finale of Stranger Things, I was wondering what everyone's feedback was. Was everyone happy with the ending? That's all. Viva la revolution. Kind regards, Dan T. Belson, Esquire.
Well, I happen to know that I think Muffy and Toaster were upset with the finale for similar reasons.
Yes. I shared with Toaster that Muffy, they needed to get together and commiserate because their rage was on par.
Yeah. I think Muffy overall was happy. Do you watch it?
I have never seen Stranger Things.
So I dip in and out. I had watched all 4 seasons. I had only watched half of season 5. I watched the finale in real time, just the epilogue basically version of it. And I liked it because it felt very much like a love letter to the 80s. And cause I think it was 89 or 9. It was 89 because they were the graduating class of 89. And I was like, oh, that was Josh's graduating class. And she felt very happy about that. My graduating class was the same as 90210. Thank you. We were all the class of 93.
I feel so young right now.
You are young and it annoys me.
Yeah, class of 96. That 3 years makes a big difference.
It does, because I was in college when you graduated from high school. Anyway, I felt like it was a love letter to the 80s and it was nice, but she was very upset about how they really leaned into this relationship or this unrequited love between Will and Mike. And it felt, I think, a little bit, not like queer baiting, but it felt a little bit like, why are we doing this if there's not going to be a payoff for it? Because then just kind of nothing happened. And it was very upsetting to her. So
There you go,
Dan Belson.
Dan, have you watched Stranger Things? Because I would be surprised.
I mean, he cares.
I'd like to know if Dan is watching The Pit.
So The Pit is a big thing in this house with Muffy, and Josh pretends to watch it and then he gets upset and leaves.
Well, it's very graphic. And the first time I had ever seen it, there was a person who came in who had, I guess, had too many ED drugs. And they needed to deflate.
Yes.
But they just showed everything.
Because it's HBO.
Right.
That was
and
season 2, episode 2, and y'all warned me about it, and I was still caught off guard.
And then last night, Muffy was watching it, and someone just shoved their finger up someone's butt, and we saw it. And it was not sexy, not enjoyable, and it was just right there. And I don't understand why that's necessary. I don't understand why that. I don't mean in the story, whatever. I got it, but I didn't need to see that in order to put me in the scene. It took me out of the scene. I left the room. I went to the bathroom because I had to pee anyway. And then Muffy probably thought I went to the bathroom because
You had to shower.
things moved around or something when I saw that. I don't know. But I had to leave the room. I had to leave. I don't need to see that. Why did I need to see that? I didn't need to see it. It didn't make the story better. There's not like like some sort of award committee saying, "Oh, best finger in the butt scene," or at least not in media that I watch.
They are all about realism, right? And this is what people are saying. This is the most realistic medical drama. And as I also enjoy Chicago Med, which is the most trash medical drama, maybe after Grey's, I'm not sure because I don't like that one. So they're all about realism. So first season, it was like, look, we are going to show you the gnarliest accidents and bloodiest stuff, and it's going to be really realistic and gross. And apparently second season they're going all in with also weird sexual stuff happens.
Yep. All the orifices that they haven't yet covered, they're going to make sure to get those, So I mean, I guess I'm okay now because I've seen it all.
If they show a full blown fecal disimpaction, I can't. I'm out at that point.
No, somebody's coccyx was broken and they had to put it back into place.
No, that was the week before. That's what I said.
Oh no, I said coccyx.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, see, that's different.
Friend of the podcast, Ashley, who is a nurse and is now doing hospice nursing, and bless her, because that is a true calling, loves the pit and posts about it frequently. And I think it's because they feel seen. It's like, this is what we are going through. And also I like Noah Wiley. Wasn't he wearing scrubs when he went to one of the award shows and was just kind of like, we're gonna no, they are out there repping like nurses and doctors, and I appreciate it.
I was really excited to see Noah Wiley's acceptance speech on the Golden Globes, but then the DVR, which is provided by the HOA, was malfunctioning, and that part did not record.
Oh, it's probably because somebody drove too fast through the neighborhood at the same time.
If you would like to email us, familiarwilsons@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the conversation. Tell me who I'm talking to. Let's get on down to imagination. You are me and I am you. Super familiar. Super familiar. I wanna be super familiar. Don't be a stranger.
No one likes to be told what to do.
Now's the time in the program where we tell you what to do. Amanda, what should we do?
I mean, you should come on over to the Traders with me and Muffy and Dan Belson, actually, because it's trash, but it's so good. So
have we talked about the Traders on this show?
I feel like we talked about the UK Celebrity Traders, but now I'm face first into the American one. First of all, Alan Cumming is I'll enjoy watching Alan Cumming at any point in time.
So he's the host of this show.
Yes. Do you watch the Traders?
I watched, I was told to watch the Traders, not by you, by Tony's coworkers. I feel like you have not talked about it on the show before, but sometimes I skip parts or I stop paying attention.
So the American one I wasn't super into because all of the celebrity people are like reality people, and I don't watch Housewives. I don't watch like Selling Sunset and all these things.
The only one I knew was Rachel Riley because I am a huge, huge Big Brother fan.
Okay. So yes.
And I was not a huge Rachel Riley fan, but then she was... It's not important. She was on the most recent season.
Yeah.
And I was very annoyed that they brought her back because she had not been on for 12 years or something like that. But then the rest of the cast was so boring that I was absolutely thrilled that she was there, and now I really like her. So I went back and watched that first episode of The Traders, and I haven't had time to circle back to it.
So that's the one that we watched. I got into that one with Muffy because Bob the Drag Queen was on it, and I really like Bob the Drag Queen. Is that the one that Boston Rob from Survivor? I think
Wait, Siri from Survivor was on there, but was Boston Rob on there too?
Are you talking about the most recent one?
No, I'm talking about the
just
first.
Finished?
No. I haven't seen the most recent one. I'm sorry.
That's
causing
completely
problems.
finished. You're causing problems. So
Yes.
Stop causing problems. I haven't watched the first one because I was like, I don't know these people. But then the most recent complete season we got into because also Zac Efron's brother, was on it, and he's a cute little baby child that I want to parent.
See, when I'm introduced to something new, I feel like I need to start at the beginning.
I get that.
And so I was like season 1, episode 1, but that's not always the best choice.
Yeah, I get that. Yes.
So Rachel Riley, I'm confused. Is this Rachel Riley from Countdown?
No, it's a different Rachel Riley.
Okay. I can't handle.
Josh is thinking about British Rachel Riley.
Oh,
There's
this
a
is
British
American. This is very American Rachel Riley.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So you're recommending Countdown for those of you?
No,
Countdown.
I'm not. You are apparently recommending Countdown.
So you're recommending...
I'm recommending The Traders.
The Traders, which is kind of like when you were growing up, you'd play that game Mafia where you were trying to figure out who the murderers were before they murdered you. This is that, except in a Scottish castle with reality stars.
Yeah, and I really like it. But the British one is actually better because they have real celebrities and not just like Z-list celebrities. But also, I really got into the Celebrity Mole. Do you remember the Celebrity Mole? It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, I did watch that. Corbin
Bernstein was the mole.
Was the mole? Yeah,
yes.
that's taking it way back right there.
All right, I'm recommending The Traders. Kate, what are you recommending this week?
I am wrapping up my binge watch of all 15 seasons of ER, which I started between pit seasons because it ended and I was ready for more, and it was going to be months and months and months and months. And it has taken me, I almost made it. I have just a few episodes left of the final season 15, and it holds up, I think.
Does it?
I really enjoyed watching it, and you'll see people like on the ER, there's an ER subreddit, and people are like, I can't believe they allowed all this, behavior by these men. And you're like, well, it was the 90s,
Yeah.
like where you are young. And it was a pre-Me Too era, and things were not looked at as weird. But nevertheless, it does. I'm really enjoying it.
Kate is recommending Noah Wyle, I think.
That is
what I'm
yes,
hearing.
that's what you should do.
You should do Noah Wyle.
That's not what I said.
I know. Josh, what are you recommending?
Well, in the same vein as this trash TV you're talking about, there's this website that I've just become familiar with, which is called Resist and Unsubscribe. Resist and unsubscribe. If you are upset about the way things are going right now and you don't have a way to deal with it, you feel powerless, this is a website that's been put together by Scott Galloway, who I've mentioned several times on the podcast before. And it basically gives you a list of things that you can unsubscribe to and what those companies are doing in the face of all of this bullshit that's going on. So it's very, very interesting. It's a pretty comprehensive list. He's calling for maybe for the month of February that you go through that list and what you can do, what's bearable for you to do, then do.
Yep.
So he's recognizing the reality of our society and how we've come to depend on certain things and certain services. So it's like, don't necessarily cancel your Amazon account. Maybe for the month of February, don't buy as much from Amazon, right? Stuff like that. By the way, Amazon, not a sponsor of the podcast.
Clearly, because you just told everybody not to buy anything from
No,
him.
that's just an example that he gives. So anyway, it's a very interesting thing. And for those who really want to feel like they're making a difference, this is the way that we're going to do it. We're going to do it through our money. I mean, that's just the reality. So resistandunsubscribe.com.
So I have a question though, because I was talking with somebody at work and we both our values in this area align, but I was saying, okay, we're supposed to be boycotting Target. We're supposed to be boycotting Amazon. We're supposed to be boycotting Walmart. I just need a pair of tights. Where do I get these from? Like I wound up getting them from Target because I had to go get something. And so I was not being a conscious objector. But if big box stores have devastated small businesses so much that they're like, I need a food processor. The grocery store doesn't have one. How do we do this?
We are out of options. I faced this morning. I just needed a couple things for my restless child to keep her sitting still on Sunday mornings. And I did a lot of internet searching and ended up just defaulting to Amazon because I was so stressed out trying to figure out where to buy things. Because even Etsy is just...
Oh, I know.
People drop shipping garbage from China.
Yes.
It's not handmade stuff anymore. And I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I can't figure out who's real and who's not real. And I got so anxious trying to do the right thing that I just did what I'm trying not to do and bought stuff from Amazon.
Yeah.
I think the reality is that you just put thought and intent into it, because so many people don't put the amount of thought that you're talking about into these things, right? So again, and Scott says this on the video on his website, you got to live. You got to do what you need to do, but be more intentional. That's all. Just put more thought into it and do what you can when you can. In general, we could probably, you and I, look at our spending and participate a little less in consuming. Or we can. I mean, that's just a truth. That doesn't mean cut all of it. That just means be more intentional and understand that while we're doing that, which is a thing that we should consider anyway, that it will also have an effect, a second, third order effect on these companies that, oh, by the way, are supporting shit that we don't believe in.
Yeah. So what I can then commit to for February is to really consider wants versus needs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Which is what we should do anyway.
Yeah. But if you found alternative shopping options, please write in and let us know.
Listen, Gainesville has the vibe of the type of city that probably has a group out there that has come together on social media and said and already identified things. We just have to look for it, I think.
I know what I thought about that though. I was like, we used to have Kitchen and Spice, which is a local kitchen store. I could have gone there to get a food processor, but they got, they were forced to close because people weren't buying from them. So if you have discovered this and you either know online ones, if you don't live here or if you're from Gainesville, please let us know. Superfamiliar at wilsons@gmail.com, I think is familiar Wilsons. I do it wrong all the time. familiarwilsons@gmail.com or text Kate. I also want to acknowledge that we didn't.
I'll send an email.
That's good. Send it to an email. I also want to acknowledge that we did not get a letter from Refined Gay Jeff this week. He had planned on it, and then unfortunately, one of his pups. I don't know if he had to put them down, if he did put Johnny down, but Johnny passed away a couple days ago, and Jeff is just not in the space, but he said it was okay to share that. So if you just send some good vibes and hugs toward Refined Gay Jeff, and hopefully we'll hear from him soon.
Yes, he's in Houston, so send the
Vibes that way.
good thoughts that direction.
Yeah.
All right, Amanda and Kate, that's all there is. There is no more. What'd you think of that mess?
What'd you think, Kate?
I had a great time.
All right, you're welcome.
I am glad I'm not Josh and don't have to edit this.
I know, me too. I just roll up, talk, and leave, and then go watch something, go binge something while he does this.
Well, we want to thank Dan Belson for his email. Keep them coming. We want to thank Chris Barron for our theme song.
And his shepherd's pie recipe.
Oh, yeah. He sent a very involved shepherd's pie recipe.
Which you're going to make for me for...
Which you shared in the group chat that he sent it, but did not send said recipe.
Well, I'm not going to send, what if this is a family recipe? I'm not just going to give it to...
Well, what was the point, Josh, of telling us? And you didn't even use his name.
We'll fix it for you at Supper Club.
I heard that Chris Barron, like Kate, does not listen to the podcast unless he is mentioned. So I want to give him some attention now.
That's right. That's how we got Chris Barron to be friends in the first place.
He sent me a video yesterday of the yellow snow in Central Park in New York. And the reason why he sent me this video is because I told him that Amanda, made me get in a car and go find snow flurries in Gainesville. We heard that there was snow flurries. Daniel, the oldest son, sent a video of white stuff on the ground and it's snowing in Gainesville. So immediately you told Winthrop and you told him that I would go find him snow.
All of the things you were saying are false.
And so I was driving around Gainesville knowing that I would not find snow flurries.
Why were you driving around? Go directly to where your son told you they were.
Because there was no clouds there anymore, friend.
Oh, okay.
So at some point, Winthrop says, "Why are we doing this? There's no snow. The sun is out." I'm like, "You're right, son." He's like, "Can we please go home? I can't believe that we're in Florida and you sent me looking for snow."
All right. Sorry.
Well, it existed.
Yeah, friends in the neighborhood next door to us in Mentone got snow.
One flake.
What?
Yes.
We looked out the window for 15 minutes and then the kids got bored and
I
forgot all about
opened
it.
this. I opened the sliding glass doors and watched, but nothing happened.
What? It was cold.
I know. That's fine. I was making soup. It was hot in here.
Anyway.
I'm perimenopause. Do you not listen?
Yeah.
Anyway, we
But
we have people to thank.
thank your people.
I have thoughts about perimenopause, but I'm going to save it for off mic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, very good.
We could do
You
a
don't
whole
believe in it?
episode.
She doesn't. Kate doesn't believe
That
in it.
is
She thinks
absolutely not
she
my
thinks you're
thoughts.
faking.
Don't. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Is your perimenopause directly affecting Josh? Because mine is.
Apparently, now it's double the middle-aged women just attacking this poor man.
I know. I'm so sorry.
We would like to thank, of course, Antonio. He's known as the Mongoose. Matt, he's the Boss Bear. Josh Scar, he's the Loyal Labrador. Daniel J. Buckets, he's the Fierce Ferret. Ryan Baker, the Wandering Wolf. Monique from Germany, the Rowdy Reindeer. Leo, the Cheerful Cheetah. Joey. Chicken Tom, surprisingly enough, he's the turkey. Refined Gay Jeff, the Calm Cat. Rachel and Mark, the Amazing Otters. And Dan and Gavin, the Flying Flea Brothers. Thank you all for listening and mostly giving us all your positive energy.
I would like to say that Amazing Otters start with 2 different letters. Okay. Bye, everybody. Go be kind.
Bye now.
Nemo.